southeast. Fire.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and we are looking at East Woods here, and a East Woods skirmish for the map. Antietam just coming off, servers just coming off of a stretch of contention, and as it is something that is not normally played, we seem to have lost a few players. We're up right around 250, and by the end of the contention, then we're down to about 100 in the server. As people see that we have switched back to skirmish, though, we might populate some more as we start to step off right here. I'll give you a map here. And when we pop back down, you'll be looking somewhat like the map is. Union pushing down the open field into the woods as CSA is trying to push back up. Union artillery here poised to really drive back any attempt at CSA to take this middle ground right here, and both teams push in here for the Union left. And CSA trying to get a muster.
I see that flag, I see that flag, get ready boys! I see that flag, boys!
Light him up.
They're not ready for this, and they're gonna start dropping like flies.
Charges up here, get up here, get up here.
They're gonna push to try to directly face to face over a fence. Union's well dug in already, and this is not gonna go well for the CSA. One officer, I see a flag up right here, two flags up. They're going to be able to bring people back in relatively quickly, but if their numbers continue to
Get
drop,
these bastards.
eventually the flags will drop, and then to get them back into play is going to take a rifle out, and then we're going to start to see a multiplier. But they do drive the Union right back off the fence, and that massive Union push
Off the fence, off the fence.
finds itself back at spawn with some down flags, but there is another company here, two companies coming up the right side immediately to try to get a foothold on the center ground.
There they are, there they are. That's where I'm marked. Don't go there.
And they need to get real aggressive right here. They have the numbers, and it looks like that's what they are. They're going to send some people in.
Oh shit!
That's going to clean out the Union's right. CSA's not having it. They're going to push everybody over from the left to try to counter that. Union really dug in, and hard to see for the CSA if they were to push. Yeah, they're going to sit in the open.
Everybody up and over, push through, push through.
No. They're all there.
Oh, are they really? Yeah, I thought it was only
Once
small.
Union realizes how many are just sitting right there in the open, maybe actually a Union cannon is going to be quite catastrophic for the CSA team right now.
Oh, perfect. They dropped their flag.
Somewhat wise move here by this CSA company on the Union left. They've set up just in a high ground spot, and they're just shooting generally at that flag over there, but it does have a fishbowl effect for them, and those shots are landing. They're going to get attacked though from their flank by a small Union company that is going to take the pressure off these boys over here on the right. And that was just in time, it looks like, because they're having a lot of difficulty realizing that they're facing a full battle line at their oblique left.
Holding.
And again, their flag is really being a detriment. And
Check.
pointing out to everybody with a rifle just where to shoot. And it doesn't matter that they're shooting the flag or not. Those rounds are hitting somebody in this group. And they're eventually going to pull completely out of there. Union now very splintered, and CSA growing. Take a look back over here on the left, and we do see this company still holding strong for the Union side, as the Southern boys now have pulled back over the fence and into the road. But this is a pretty decent spot for them, and this isn't going to last for quite a while. We've got quite a good number of boys on both sides, and flags will continue to stay up.
Incoming.
And so reinforcements will be done on site, and there's a lot of fence for both sides for concealment, for cover.
That's not what a vasectomy is, you
as long as
fucking
this Union
moron.
team is a little bit smart about how they use this fence, this one's gonna last. Come back over here to the middle, as CSA has basically put their foot down and said they are not leaving. And the Union artillery has yet to find them. Once they do, however, that's not going to be sustainable at all
Back.
for the Butternut Gray. Take a look here. What is going on with Union artillery? And they have absolutely no idea. They're trying to clean this left here for the Union. Try to push back down. They get a good red mist, but it appears to have just hit one single person and continued on into this tree.
Good kill, good kill.
I didn't even see a detonation, to be honest.
Yo, can you not hear me?
Nicely done, boys.
We
We can hear you.
Gander.
Nice.
Can I turn voice? Push to talk off?
I don't know if you can. I also looked if you could have done.
Okay, thank you.
You gotta go right over there.
Hey boys, come on, boys. Got that?
CSA just calmly holding their positions, it looks like, on both their left and their right. Actually getting a little bold up here on the left, but
We're gonna send them a spicy volley here in a minute.
we'll see if they realize what exactly is going on. Once again, Union's flag is going to give them away here. They had a nice flank developing, but both those flags really giving them away at the crest of the hill up here. We heard a couple officers or a couple boys saying that they saw them. A little bit of tension here. I'm not sure why we are not attacking.
Open fire, open fire. Use the rocks as cover. Independent. Light them up, light them up. Flag up, flag up. Flag up, please. Bugle can't pick up flags for whatever reason. Somebody pick up the flag, please.
Pick up that goddamn flag. I guess I gotta fucking do it. Fuck's sake.
Somebody.
Yeah, they're fighting themselves, taking fire from two directions. Not so much anymore. There was that group over here. So they don't really have to worry about their left, and they're going to start putting fire straight into the backs of the
rocks.
CSA here in the middle of the road, but they realize the threat, and they adjust accordingly. Those boys on the other side. Union artillery now coming into the battle and saying hello. A couple of red mists off of that blast. And now CSA is going to find themselves slowly being pushed back into these woods. As long as Union can keep up the pressure, and they do get a good number of troops down into the woods on their right, and they're going to try to snake their way up along this corn just sneakily enough to cause some havoc here for the CSA's left. Keep an eye on this. This is probably going to kick off here rather quickly, as another decent skirmish looks like it's setting up on the right to CSA's right, Union's left. listen. We do have an officer. We don't. Yes, we do.
Once we get our force big enough, then we can actually move around and flank around.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell
I
everybody.
think that Union really understands they are in the better position. CSA, though, is trying to take advantage of surprise, and it's going to end up biting them in the long run as they push right up on this Union company.
What's north? What's north?
Kill it,
What's
cripple,
southeast?
They are going to give themselves away to this
Keep moving. Do not
deeper
stop.
Union company, who's actually going to use the fight as concealment to make a push themselves, and they're going to try to get up here under the point of contention.
Hold here. I think we might be okay at the moment. Hold on, don't
Whatever they're going to do, they need to do it quick because they are almost in the face of anybody respawning for the CSA, and they're going to get caught.
The left side of the field.
Yep, roger that.
Yeah.
Wait.
A couple of reinforcements coming up now, and that's going to do a lot of spoiling
Yeah,
for the
Push
Union
back into the
right
woods
here.
here. Just a second. We're just trying to stay hidden now.
Yeah,
We're
they're coming north east.
Oh, we're in the about face. Pull back. Let's go. Pull back. Over here.
They're that
Rips
way.
coming in. Rips coming in from the main spawn.
Come here, you Yankee fucking scum. Get your ass over. 1v1 me. Come on, 1v1 me, motherfucker.
And Rambo for
R1.
CSA from their spawn point goes down hard. That's going to cost them extra tickets.
Hold up.
Officer, this is the only company that's doing half good right now.
I know, I'm the one we're pulling away.
The other team just ran into the entire enemy team.
Yeah, we need to move right. So company, move
Fly
right.
down, fly
It
down.
looks like they spoke too soon, and then these shots are going to start ringing out from the log pile.
Yeah, that's a good size red right there.
In the woods.
Not to be deterred, they're just going to turn and return fire calmly back towards the Union.
Guys, space out, don't bunch
And
up. Flag up,
goes
flag
down
up,
right
flag up,
there.
flag up, flag up, flag up.
And, this small Union company is extremely cut off and almost as surrounded as you could be. Man, they're going to be slowly pushed.
Make a run for it, guys. Make a run for it.
Come here, you Yanks!
And they're going to push back towards the point and try to find some friendly lines. But they're going to run right into the back.
Fire off.
Oh, is that a gang?
CSA company, and neither company understands it. They're going to actually get a good number of shots off here if they see them. But they are still under attack.
That's fine.
And they do get a good decent chunk back into the corn just in the nick of time. And CSA is gonna firmly push up on all sides and take this back away once again. 30 minutes on the clock. Both teams are engaged. Union slipping rather a little bit quicker than the CSA is right now. Likely from that scrap they just went through down there in the woods. And this skirmish still going on here on the Union's left.
Friendlies are coming. Keep up the fire. Friendlies are
Using a
coming.
snake fence in this linear long
Friendlies are pushing them. Friendlies are pushing them.
form here gives you quite a bit
Lay up.
of cover with every
Hey,
Good.
Flagbear, step back.
every
just a
plank
few
that
steps.
is in the way there. You can see we got it with
Keep farming
CSA
them. Keep
here.
farming
It's-
them. Keep farming them. Move your company up. Move your company up. And shoot these guys on the side. Shoot these guys on the side.
And
Move
that
your company in
is
there.
with suppression and weapons. And so this Union is taking advantage of it and sinking shots on this.
Here comes the snake fence. Line them up.
CSA Reg right here. Probably the entire CSA team, it looks like, yes. The Union has one little Rambo over here trying to snake away the point of contention. He is going to get underneath there and see what he can come up with. That ring was opening already just from some decay, but then again, this is an artillery member of the Union team, and it would appear that he's gonna go do some nasties.
They're retreating, they're falling back.
And the flag is down. As he gets the flag down, then his buddies in the artillery smoke a quarter up the CSA line with a cannon shot. Unfortunately for our little battery man, however, he was able to get the flagman down. As CSA's got all of their members now on the Union left. 27 on the clock, and point of contention almost neutral at this point. Although it's probably only seconds away where CSA is going to make a push back over here to the left. Union trying to snake a couple of no, those are CSA, excuse me.
So,
And so they are going to retake the point of contention, assuming that they are not spotted, taken out.
They might try to flank us.
I'm watching corn, but I don't see a flag behind us.
It's just
in the
independent fire
corn.
from there.
I think it's just Rambo's corn side at the moment.
I'm thinking.
And they are having a hard time seeing it here, as long as CSA does not fire.
Left side. Yeah, there's a couple on the fence north, directly north, and the corn bushes too.
The shadows are actually helping the CSA down in there.
Yes, keep independent fire.
Okay,
You
yeah,
open
they're shifting
fire,
towards us, guys.
and that's going to give at least a point of reference for anybody with a rifle to shoot at. And we'll take a look at a little bit of terrain use going on.
Gotta aim low, guys. Cut the grass
Very-
on those shots.
Very shallow rise, but they are trying to use it to their advantage. And it would appear that so is CSA. Neither team probably actually realizes it. Union's probably just back here because of this bush, but the terrain is in play right there. Union's right's got a company massing up here. They do have a flag with them, and they're going to make another push into the wood line and try to do that left hook there around the back side of the CSA, but they are pretty massed here right behind the point of contention. They're going to hold this corner.
Up the line. And then they'll cover, so we're going to push them out.
They think that they are directly in front, in the middle of the battlefield, when in reality they are way back on the CSA's left. And they need to get pushing into the corner. They are going to get spotted.
Oh, they are on the ropes. Oh, there. There's one.
CSA doesn't look left though, maybe one person, and instead they start shooting up at the skirmish on the far side of the field, and we've got a flag with them. So
if we can just keep an established hold here for now, we should.
Right side is gonna start shooting into that corner of the corn, and I imagine so will the artillery here momentarily. CSA trying to push a bunch of people up from point to reinforce this middle area. Now we're going to see a nasty fight right here in the roadway. And I imagine Union's going to use this to push their right. Yes, they are. And they're going to push them into the horn. And they're going to drive a flank straight into the CSA, it looks like, through the corn. This is going to be
Charge him out. Charge him out.
pretty nasty. And now you've got CSA.
Charge him out! Charge him out! Here we go!
Order up the road while a charge is silently coming up their rear. And now they found themselves pinched.
Charge him out, boy. 5! Get him! Charge him out! Beat him out, boys. Get him!
Union Artillery doesn't understand what's going on yet, and they're almost hitting their own men. CSA's not. No, it looks like maybe a company worth, maybe two. Finding themselves surrounded here. And way overextended. They are getting fire support here from the rest of their team. But those are long shots, and there's a fence or two. CSA finds a little bit of a breather and pulls their guys back towards the woods and out of the roadway. Probably just in time for the Union guns to find home on them.
Hey, watch out, there's a Yankee in the corn.
Stay on the fence. 4th Texas, Company B. Hey.
Both guns seem to be quiet though. There may be a lanyard about to be pulled.
Come on, let's
Flag.
up to
No,
the
they are all readjusting aim.
What are we doing?
CSA's gonna get out of there by the skin of their teeth, reform, and try to hold the very bottom of the roadway here.
I got you.
I'll hold center.
My company.
Still pretty bold in the face of that Union artillery, and as long as they get their elevation down, these shells are going to land smack in the middle of this Union mob, or CSA mob.
Hey, break with me, break with me.
And this skirmish still going on here on the Union's left. But it's not going as strongly as the CSA thinks that it is. But at the same time, they do decide to come back in here towards the center and reinforce this intersection. And once again, we are simply waiting for the Union cannons to find their mark. I do believe somebody has noticed the small group that's forming over here on the CSA's left as Union tries to sneak down the fence line once again, but they are going to get spoiled as a small group is waiting for them.
Hold here, hold. You gotta lose this. Hold the fence, boys. Hold the fence.
Damn, rebels, get the fuck.
Get my slaves! I need my slave, Yankee!
Hold, boys, hold.
And they give a valiant effort, but they are going to drown here as Union's own flags come in and their reinforcements start coming in on the spot rather than back from the back of the line. And CSA is going to have to pull back out of there or risk a flag. They're trying to make a stand. There's way too many Union boys here. I wonder if they can get 3 or 4 reinforcements reloaded before the Union goes over the fence. And I don't think they were even ordered to. They're going to start going over on their own. Nobody looking for this flag, or they simply cannot see it. I do believe they are downhill slightly from the corn. Man, nobody can see that flag, otherwise they probably would have gone over and just chased that. It's not going to matter. They're going anyway, just on their own. But not through the corn. They're going to use the fence as their point of cover for their
Formation on the corner there. L
next
formation on the
skirmish
corner.
defensive area. And CSA bringing their company to the right once again to fight it out over the intersection. And Union guns still relatively quiet in a match that they should really be shining in. About 180 yards right in front of them, slightly downhill.
They're in the core.
Kobe, flag, Kobe, 30 second, Kobe, 30 second, Kobe.
And it should be Union artillery that is winning this battle, but instead, Union is actually breaking, and CSA is now dominating the center of the battlefield. Union trying to hold on, but they are in a very defensive position, very compact and in a little L shape, and they're not going to be able to get their shots out.
If you're a flag,
Do not advance.
go
Just
against
shoot
defense
them.
line.
Do
If
not
you're a flag,
advance.
go
Just
against
shoot
As
them.
freely as the CSA, who is well spaced and not having to move around their own comrades in order to shoot. CSA is going to just continue to slowly push their lines in on the Union here, and the amount of pressure that Union's feeling is causing officers to make decisions, and that's going to break up this defensive formation. There goes an officer down real hard right there. You got another officer who just came in. Flags going down for Union, left and right. And CSA slowly pushing multiple points up from the corn, and Union is slowly going to drown here. As both teams now are breaking 17 on the clock. Very good fight going on down in here. But Union is starting to shift now. They are starting to fall back and spread out. And they are in an open field. And they're going to find themselves almost on a full retreat. Instead, though, they do decide to make a right flank push. And Union artillery now singing out. They are over by about 20 yards. It would
Be ready for him. Be ready for him.
CSA is not having this little flanking move. They're going to counter that immediately and come out of the corn into the face of the Union.
Not on this one.
Right, man, if you're a right, you go against defense at the line.
Everybody goes up to the fence and
CSA
hold except the
trying to
flag.
push their boys
Up
to the
fence,
fence. The
idiots.
CSA officer knows that if they can get them to the fence, they do have a lot more cover than just hiding in the corn. A lot of this game is just pointing and shooting. It doesn't matter if you're hitting anything. The suppression alone is what's going to cause the overall line.
Move it. Get up there. Move it. Get
Have
up
to
there.
move.
Move it.
In an instance like this, where there's an exorbitant amount of troops on both sides, it's going to be the team that is pressed more that gets pushed in on it and eventually has to fall back.
Shoot that flag down the line.
And so Union just calmly puts shots through the field. Doesn't matter if they are shooting anything. Everybody down in here is seeing gray, black, and white.
We gotta move
They're
forward.
being
Let's
shot.
go with me. We gotta go. Let's go.
Or not at all.
Up and over. Let's go.
Order to retreat for the CSA went out.
Boys, up and over, boys. My boys up and over. My boys up and over. Let's go.
Paying the price, and so is their team for that.
Push now, boys.
As all of
Push
these
this
go
out,
down
push out,
are completely in
Push
Rambo
south.
and costing a lot of extra tickets for the CSA, who is closing the ring right now. 2 minutes left on the clock. Union rushing to get into this point of contention. And they have the numbers that they can push, but they're going to hold up short.
Get that flag, get that flag.
And that's going to find them in a crossfire.
No, it is. Continue to hold, continue to hold. They're charging behind us.
It would be in a crossfire, but CSA doesn't even realize that they are there. They're now going to call fall back.
Fall back, fellas.
Union flags are down. We're in final push though.
Right now.
Yes, sir.
Union's driving straight into this small outcrop of a tree on the edge of the wood line, right under the point of contention. And if they can get their numbers in there, they do have the numbers to make this work. And Old Glory slowly taking over the field, a long string of CSA now coming in from the bottom. And we'll see how this one goes. Union trying to clear their backfield here, as the CSA flags are slowly going down. Union needs to reform, and they need to reform now. A couple of reinforcements, but last stand and final push. There's not a lot of boys to go around.
Hold here, boys. Hold right here, right here.
For either side, once you get down here to the meat grinder. And CSA slowly going to gather what troops they have. Very, very last drive straight at the Union, who now is formed to defend this. And they're going to call a full-on countercharge as the ring closes with 10 seconds left. And we're going to drop into slow-mo. And this one went back and forth quite a few times. I didn't really know which way this one was gonna go. Good fight for both teams, but in the end,